Oh, hello there, and welcome back to The Sea of Souls, brought to you by Elder Brain. We are back with our long streaming D&D 5e campaign. So we wrapped up for now. We wrapped up our sort of introduction to Pathfinder 2E, DM'd by our very own Ian, or GM'd, or whatever. PF'd, mastered,
Pathfindered,
PM'd.
We found the path.
Run by Ian. And we are going to be jumping back into that in the future. We're going to take some time to kind of rig it up for a more long-term campaign, and we will be bringing that back. We'll be bringing that back. The idea is once a month or something along those lines in the future. So if you enjoyed our foray into Pathfinder, then look forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. But we are back into the Sea of Souls, picking up with our crew of 4, the Radiant Dawn, in the world of Eudora. So that is, I'm excited to get back into it. Remembering how to DM and play the D&Ds. And
man, imagine if Torque had ended up winning that bet all those weeks ago. How different these introductions would be.
We'd be currently sibling the crew of Taylor's Tiny Willie.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what bet? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
Weeks ago. That was like a year ago. At this point, I feel like I don't even know what is time. Time is
nothing.
Unless...
Timing is everything.
Indeed. So without further ado and further chitter chatter and all that stuff, we're going to jump right back into the Sea of Souls. So for a bit of a recap, certainly not going to recap the whole story because there's a lot to that has transpired over the last couple of years. Last 53 episodes.
Give or take.
But just to refresh us for what is currently transpiring. So after leaving Valtir with the blow struck to Triskades and helping them to establish the Council of Valtir, which was going to rule moving forward, essentially ending the long-standing rule of the Vale family, which had founded the city. You set forth originally to visit a lighthouse on the island that Torque had been stranded on so many years ago. And while sailing across Desfuna's room, you encountered the ghost ship Asuna, where conversation was had with and bargain struck with Uragani, captain of the ghost ship and servant of Umbra. And the bargain struck was that in exchange for Umbra's servants leaving you alone, you would hunt down an ex-priest, now in the service of Grimorgan, the goddess of disease and decay. That having sidetracked your initial plans a little bit, you decided to continue on to Kias Keep, the estate that had been given to now Lord Tayland Wavesinger Vale, et al., all those other names added onto it there. Upon arriving, there was a familiar yet unexpected figure waiting to greet you in none other than Connor Boone, now a representative of the Gungrim Royal Navy, who, having caught wind of the summons from the Navy that was given to Dinar, and Dinar having informed the Navy precisely of where he was going to be, Connor Boone decided that he would show up to kind of try to explain the situation a little bit and also to catch up with old friends. Going into the keep, had a bit of a conversation with him about sort of the Navy, their experiences, things that were happening. Dinar shared his story about the wreck that had led him to join up with the crew of the Intrepid Devil in the first place. There was also some discussion as to what would happen next. Though Triskades definitely was hurt, he is by no means defeated, and there is still much to do. One possible question that arose was seeking aid from none other than Gothos, the Storm Father, whom Torque had struck a agreement with. And not a moment after that suggestion being given, thunder peals in a clear sky. The feeling of static electricity already begins to kind of raise the hair on your arms, for those of you who have hair. But the feeling of charged energy is definitely there. Connor Boone and Dinar had stepped out to talk a little bit about the situation. And in the room, the main sort of meeting room of the keep, the other three of you, actually, I believe Torque had stepped out at that point as well, and it was Tayland and Dinar. Or sorry, Tayland and Flick that were, it's been a while. We're kind of sitting around the table discussing things. And so we're going to pick up as thunder peals. And at first it's distant. But then it becomes clear that there is a storm approaching. It seems to have come out of nowhere. Torque, it would appear that Gothos is listening.
Well, now seems as good a time as any. As Torque will get up from his seat and head outside to greet the coming storm.
All right. As you step outside, you can see that the sky is quickly becoming clouded over. The clouds kind of seeming to come in from more than one direction. Definitely not a natural storm. Dinar, you and Boone notice this as well. Torque. How would you like to entreat the Stormfather?
So Whelming Wrath out, and then just sort of like holding it in both hands, the head of the hammer like on the ground, and then sort of like a kind of like a knight posing for his liege. Torque will sort of like take one knee with Whelming Wrath kind of extended in both hands in front of him, head bowed, eyes closed. And as a token of respect, he will wait to be addressed before speaking.
Okay. As the storm begins to intensify, what are the rest of you doing? How do you respond?
It's come to my attention that we're attracting an awful lot of divine influence. Better start thinking about the afterlife. Where are those pamphlets?
Wrong character. Wrong game.
I was like, wait, what?
There was an interesting man who gave me some pamphlets on a ship once.
Different dimension?
Where's Torque doing? Is he just like outside? Like he's just outside?
Yeah, we'll say that he's out on like the
You're
docks
just
or
out on the
something.
front porch.
We'll say that he went out to the docks in Area 6. This seems like the most appropriate place where
Okay, yeah, that makes a little
where
more
the-
sense.
where this island meets the sea.
Okay.
Not the Shrine of Disfuna?
Torque is afraid that might come across as a little bit presumptuous and maybe even a little disrespectful.
It's fair.
So it's you and Flick are still inside the dining hall, I believe, is where we left that, and Boone and Dinar are outside chatting. Torque also went outside to respond to the storm.
Well then, Chamberlain.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, my liege.
If we're to begin making allegiances with various deities, perhaps it would behoove us to see what books lie in this place's library that might have information bearing that knowledge. You know, it wouldn't hurt to understand the mythos, the legends, and the various orders and inner workings of these beings of which we're about to be striking deals with. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, intel has been kind of my number one concern.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. There's got to be a library of something here, especially with the way old Grandpappy was, dishing out the knowledge. So I say we go find that and pick out all the biggest books we've got on storm lords and sea queens and elder gods and all that nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone's got to represent Torque in this legal discussion.
All right, so you are going to try and find some.
Yeah, we're gonna basically start scouring for a library or some kind to see if we can find. Basically, I want to bone up on my my religion because I feel like it's going to become very relevant in the future.
Okay. Noted.
Because I only know enough about Merenthi. I don't know much about any of the other gods really, and I wanted to fix that because it's quickly becoming a problem.
Dinar, what? But as the thunder kind of started to peal, Boone seems kind of not sure what to make of it, and he's just kind of looking up at the sky. And you're like,
Well,
were you expecting a storm?
no. However, this has probably got something to do with Torque. You've been gone a while. There's been a slight exchange of the deities that he follows. Still got the same powers and all that, but
You guys sort of mentioned that he didn't treat it the Stormfather.
yeah. Desuna's not available right now.
Right.
Sorry.
Should we be worried about any of this, striking us dead?
Given that Dinar did just share his backstory, does this thunder make me think of the thing that caused Majestic Starling to go boom?
No. This isn't natural. You can tell that much,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also not. You see a couple lightning strikes, and it doesn't have that same almost like evil intent of destruction to it. It's just, yeah.
I imagine in response, Dinar's kind of hands, almost as clammy as a Dragonborn's hands, could maybe be at his sides, kind of clenching his fists a little bit. Maybe a little sigh of relief. No, I don't believe this is something that we need to be worrying about. I mean, I don't know how many times you ever saw Torque commune with Desfuna back when you guys were on the ship together, but it was always this big dramatic storm thing. So I imagine he's about to communicate with somebody soon.
Interesting. Just as you're having that conversation, and the other two gentlemen are inside the keep, the windows light up with kind of a flash of lightning that streaks across the sky. And Torque,
Yes.
as you were standing at the dock, a directed bolt of lightning strikes the end of the dock right where the Radiant Dawn is birthed. And there's just like a crack as it hits the wood. You can see sparks fly up. When a flame kind of comes out, you can see scorch marks on the dock as well. And after a moment, as the smoke clears, you find yourself not alone.
Ooh.
That's a loaded way of describing that.
A very large, human-looking individual, long white hair, white beard, cloak the color of the sky, silver, ivory, kind of flecks of gold here and there. Gives you the feeling of kind of a combination of like a tempest and a blizzard. Just these very kind of sort of looking for. I can't think of word back. He's wearing blue. and his hair is white. And there's this kind of circle of fire just on the dock surrounding him. And he kind of just stands there and he looks around. Hey. I have no memory of this place. Somewhere new then. Someone new. I don't believe that I've seen you before. I sensed a storm within you. You are touched by Gothos.
Would you be an envoy of his then?
Envoy, yes, that's one word for it. There are several of us who represent the Stormfather, and since he himself is not able to meet with everyone who calls upon him, you know. Well, sense that you have a question for Gothos. Speak your inquiry, Son of Thunder, and I shall listen.
Son of Thunder.
I am not sure how to address you. Exactly.
I am Timtua Langathana Kalagurgan. There are some who call me Tim. And you may do the same.
Oh.
I was, to be honest, angling for more something like a title or an honorific, but if this is what you desire, Tim.
A name only has as much meaning as you give it. Same with a title, so what you call me is not really important.
Well,
Tim will do fine.
in that case, Tim, I beseech you on behalf of the crew of the Radiant Dawn, we seek the assistance of the Stormfather in confronting an otherworldly threat, which we believe threatens the very structure of our reality. I am sure that at this point, Gothos is at least casually familiar with the entity known as Triskades.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then I am sure that he no doubt understands the gravity of the situation that we find ourselves in. And
Indeed, he does.
I'm sure he is also aware of the tragedy that has befallen his daughter, Desfuna.
Yes, that is a sore spot indeed. Be assured that, and I speak what he has given me to say, that he finds no fault in you or your actions. Desfuna chose her path.
Orc tries not to make this too obvious, but like as soon as he hears Tim say that, like his muscles relax considerably. Just
Good. Yeah.
He didn't realize he was holding his breath for most of this conversation, and yet here we are.
So, I'm assuming you would like to know what Gothos can do to aid you in this fight of yours.
As well, of course, as to what tribute he would demand in return for his assistance. I am sure that I speak on behalf of my crew when I say that we are more than willing to fulfill any request that he deems equivalent for his aid in this endeavor.
Curious. Should they not be here to speak thusly, as you have, or to confirm?
I am the only one among my crew who has ever spoken to a god, let alone two, with the Stormfather being one of them. Therefore, they elected me as representative for this diplomatic exchange.
True. Very well, then.
As I assume the Stormfather elected you for a similar role.
One of many. I simply was available at the moment to answer this call. You met with Atuk before, the Storm Giant. He is one of another of the servants of Gothos. There are many of us. We serve with fervor. Wherever the Stormfather needs us, then that is where we go. Well, if you know the Stormfather's situation, he himself is not able to lend much in the way of aid, as all his power is focused on the Kraken, on Temtava. And of late, the Titan seems to be thrashing greatly against the confines of his prison, as if he senses the chaos in the world around him and seeks to break free. It is taking all that Gothos has to contain him there in the Sea of Storms. However, I may have a way of aiding you, should you prove yourself worthy of the Stormfather's gifts.
Very well. Whatever you request of us, we shall accept wholeheartedly.
Request of us? Or yourself? Are you certain you can make this bargain on behalf of your friends as well, and all that it entails?
Perhaps if I may be so bold, you may state the claims of your request, and then I will decide accordingly.
I feel it would be better if they joined us.
Would you like to come inside out of the rain?
Dinar, Flick, and Tayland, you find yourselves in a flash of lightning.
Or you could just do
Pulled
that. I suppose that's just as fine.
to the dock, and you see at the end of the dock, Tim. Not a giant, but a giant of a man. Quite large. Standing a good 8 feet tall. Long flowing blue robes, white hair.
Friends and companions of Torg, it's my understanding that you seek the aid of Gothos the Stormfather. Now Torg has said that he speaks on behalf of all of you, which is all well and good.
Now, Torg. Okay, hold on. 1. What? 2. You're speaking on behalf of us?
I figured that I probably would have more expertise in this field than most.
He does have a point there.
Well, dealing with speaking to gods, sure. Speaking on behalf of the party, however, hey, that's negotiable. However, I was in the middle of something.
Yeah, these books should not be in the rain.
Yeah, I was assuming we were holding books. Like, are they now in our hands still, or did they get left behind?
So, to that end, your brief search of the keep revealed that there wasn't really much in the way of a functioning
Okay.
library. It's pretty sparse in that it's been
the
abandoned for a
homestead
while.
then.
So,
I guess it would have been getting ready to go to the homestead before we got zapped.
Now,
Well,
Torg, son
Yes.
of Thunder, there are 3 trials that I must bring forth to you. And how you fare will determine how much of a boon I may grant you from the Stormfather. They each are tests of a different part of you. Test of the mind, test of your soul, and a test of your strength. The first 2 are for you and you alone. Your friends may be here to give you comfort and assistance, but they cannot aid you in the answers. For the 3rd test, I guarantee you that you will need their strength to aid you. Do you
Well,
accept?
Torque will briefly turn back to the others. Do we find these conditions amenable?
why is it always trials?
What are we even getting?
I assume a boon of the Stormfather, which is what he said. Were you not paying attention?
No, what does that mean? Are
Ah,
we getting
well, that's-
that on the back? Are
that's-
we getting a fleet of ships? We getting a thunderstorm that'll just kill Triscuits? Like, what do we get?
It's a fair
Will
question.
give what I can of the Stormfather.
My compatriot would humbly request that you be more transparent with the specifics of what this boon would entail.
Very well.
Tim.
That's seriously his name?
I am Tim Tua Langatha Kalgarden.
Very good, Tim.
Tim is fine. Talk. You wish to
Yes.
wield the storm. Should you prove yourself worthy, you shall.
Very well. If this will aid us in our endeavors, then
Well, now, hold on. I mean, I am already a pretty seasoned controller of wielding of storms. And you know, Torque shoots lightning from his eyes.
Oh, you may dabble with a little bit of wind and electricity here and there, but that is not the essence of the storm. Not truly.
Hmm.
And thus you prove what you do not know.
To be fair, I wasn't intending to fix that problem.
Gothos cannot be learned from a book.
Let me.
We got Robo Devin.
I mean, I'm not scared of any trials.
Dylan is just choosing his next words very carefully. That's why he's
Yeah.
speaking very slowly.
Camera frozen too. Oh, there you go. He's back. We lost you a little bit. Glitching out.
All right. Yeah, there we go.
Electrical interference.
So I would assume it's the cacophonous thematic storm currently raging outside my window.
That's right. Yeah.
There may be-
I'm not necessarily afraid of any trials, Torque.
I mean, assuming that our lives are not necessarily on the line here, I would say that we should at the very least try.
Very good. The first trial, talk, is for you, you alone. You must answer. Your friends may not aid you in this answer. You must look within. A storm has many faces, many aspects. The howling wind, pelting rain, the stabbing pellets of ice, torrential downpour, blistering sand that is swept up in the desert, thunder which deafens, lightning which strikes low kings and peasants alike. But none of these is the heart of the storm. Tell me, Torque, son of thunder, where is the true power of the storm found?
The true power of the storm, at least in my own experience, is not that which it destroys, but rather that which it creates. Is it not the torrential rain that ends the drought and allows new crops to grow? Is it not the striking lightning that burns away the dead forest and allows for new green trees to take its place? It was a storm that catalyzed my rebirth from a scoundrel and a pirate and a thug into someone who may one day prove instrumental in saving this world. A storm brings destruction, yes, this is true, but at the same time, it carries with it the possibility of rebirth, of recreation. Something which our enemy sees to bring to a sudden and violent conclusion.
You speak with great wisdom, son of thunder. You have passed the first trial. Well done.
Torque will just sort of bow respectfully.
Remember that truth. The second trial. Test of your soul. Who you are in essence. You have been many things in your life, Torque, just as you have listed a few now. Worn many identities. Who are you at heart? Who would you be? The things that cling to you from your past. Scavenger, murderer, castaway, survivor of a broken clan, champion of a dead goddess. Each one of these has festered a storm that brews within you. Who are you, Torque? What is the
Any-
nature of your storm?
Any sense of pride or ego or enjoyment of what I do has been eroded away some time ago, like a stone worn smooth in the ebbing tide. I have done many horrible things in my past. My only ambition left is to, at the very least, leave this world having done some good in return. To that end, I see myself as an instrument, a tool, to be used to that end.
You seek nothing more than to be a tool, to be useful. What would
Whatever
bring
I
you
may-
joy?
Whatever I may turn out to be once my task is finished has yet to be determined. I suppose that if I were to seek joy, it would be in the knowledge that I have proven myself capable of good, rather than merely acts of evil.
Redemption is a noble pursuit. Very well. Thus ends the second trial. For the third, Torque, son of thunder, you wish to harness the power of the storm. You've had but a taste of it. But in order to wield the storm, you must first beat the storm. You will need all your strength, and those of your allies whom you must depend on. Take a moment to prepare yourselves. Son of Thunder, let me know when you are ready to begin the third and final trial.
Good point to be aware of is any enemy who gives you time to prepare is an enemy that should be taken very seriously.
I mean, I kind of figured it was coming to this when I saw the health bars start popping up on the map.
It's the Dark Souls thing where you're like, oh boy. Let's do a group huddle flick here. You can we'll Grinch who you up here. All right.
Listen, I played Elden Ring, and Margit did not sit down and give me a chance to put all my buffs up before I went in there.
This is my point exactly. All right. So assuming we're fighting Tim over there. I mean, he didn't say any rules. I assume we're intended to use lethal force? Seems kind of unfair, but he's also oozing in magic, so what do I know?
I doubt anything that we are capable of doing would truly be able to kill him. So maybe lethal force isn't the right word, but certainly we should not be pulling any punches here.
Agreed.
Now, just to be clear, are we fighting alongside Torque, or are we doing things to support him so that he goes to fight?
I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be fighting with him based on the context of the situation.
I'd say that's the understanding you got, yeah, that it's you're all in this together.
I mean, let's be honest, most of our fights are in fact Torque doing the fighting and us supporting him. So really, this isn't going to be much different than normal.
There's about a third of them that are us fighting Torque. So there's also
This is true.
My bad on that.
Right. Well,
My bad on that, actually, but
we can I mean, my only thing is going to be, can we please try not to destroy the ship and or my dock? That would be nice.
Ship is priority. Just putting that out there for the group. Ship is priority. Docks can
Here's
be
the question.
rebuilt. Docks can be rebuilt.
Here's a question. Ship's right there. Can we get our crew to man the cannons? Just start
Line 'em up.
unloading.
Our crew is on shore leave, though. We'd have to get them first.
Yeah, that seems entirely unfair.
Yeah, I feel like that would maybe go against the
maybe
spirit
defeats-
of the challenge.
defeats the
but maybe
spirit
not
of the challenge.
Maybe not
Yeah.
the letter.
However, Dalen, to your point, I could dimension door over there. If you wanted.
I mean,
I don't know that a cannon would be any more useful than my magic.
oh, everything's more useful than your magic.
Oh,
and there it
Maybe
is.
maybe this ultimate test of our teamwork and cooperation is not the time to be making jibes, Talent.
He left it wide open.
I did. It's true.
this is our teamwork. It's
Right.
messy, but we get the job done.
So I say, buff spells all around, and then we come up with it with a yeah familiars and all that stuff. Just get all that out. Oh yeah, and then I think it's going to be a matter of strategy.
Tragedy.
Could we maybe is there a way, Craig, that we could insight or something to see if we can get a feel for what this guy's whole deal is? Magic, I assume, but beyond that.
You could give me, I'd say religion or arcana
I shall go ahead with a
to
religion
try and get a
check.
sense of sort of maybe what sorts of.
Throw Arcana just to see. Ooh,
Power is emanating off of him.
22.
18.
18 and a 22. Okay.
I don't need to roll into that.
Average is 20 for both of us.
From a religion standpoint, you would assume that somebody who is essentially an avatar of the Stormfather, he's going to be able to wield the powers of a god.
Yeah, I mean that I was assuming. Could we make the intelligent assumption that he's going to be immune to things like lightning damage?
Thunder,
I think
lightning.
between the two of you, I think that's fair to assume that lightning
Yeah,
and thunder
that's-
ain't going to do much to him.
That's gonna be a thing.
Yep.
All right. So let's just cross off all the. Boy, it sure would be great if we could have had a long rest to swap our spells around. All right. It's okay.
But see,
We're
that's
still
the
good.
challenge.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, we're good. We're good. I got some new tricks up my sleeve. Don't worry about it. What about cold? What constitutes a storm? Are we thinking cold lightning? Is that storm, or is it mostly lightning and thunder?
Cold is definitely a part of it. So there's just by the look of him, he looks cold.
Yeah. Okay.
So you get a sense that it was just what I was trying to explain before, that he kind of seems to have some sort of element of the blizzard to him, right?
Yeah,
That there's that the colors that he wears. He's very snowy in appearance.
I did kind of pick up on a little bit of that. So here, so what you're saying is he's immune to or resistant at the very least to cold, thunder, and lightning, which is about 95% of everything I can do.
He's resistant to Tayland. Hey,
He's resistant to Tayland. I still have other options. I've got some other things we can do, but I think I'm going to be taking a support role in this fight, guys. So Torque, you're going to be giving him the good old wrestle. Dinar, I think you're going to razzle dazzle him. Flick, you will be using potent spell casting and expert wizardry to take him down, and then I will make sure Dinar doesn't die.
I want to argue with you, but hasn't been going my way lately. So, okay.
Are we going to be able to like take positions? Like, can we scatter and then say, "Okay, ready"?
No, essentially, you let him know that you're ready, and the trial will begin. So.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do this as in best faith as possible. I don't want to be okay, everybody under the dock and stand right behind him. Okay, go.
Yeah, that might be a bit rude.
Now, my opening move is going to be to enlarge Torque. It lasts
obviously.
for a minute. Would it be unfair to do that as we call go?
You should wait for me to rage, because the wording of my rage doesn't say that I grow, it just says I become large. So if I'm already large, then that would be redundant.
That's okay.
So,
That's fair. That's fair.
I would say, I was intending to do mirror image and stuff before the fight. So I don't think that's a problem. I think it's more so we just want to make sure we do it right before we say we're good to go to maximize the potential.
Okay. But enlarge could make him bigger than large, so I should wait.
It would make him huge, yes.
Yeah,
You should wait.
I should wait.
Rages.
Okay. And Dinar would know that.
Dinar would know that.
I'm also going to bet this guy's pretty good at Constitution, and at the very least, being all storm along as he is.
Say one question, Craig. Is that fiery circle just a decoration, or is that an actual thing that's going on with him?
There's fire. It's on the ground, basically where the lightning struck, and where
I was I think that's a Terminator residue of.
It's kind of almost like a Bifrost circle.
Yeah.
Kind of thing where Trey arrived, and then there's it's just there. So yeah.
Worth keeping in mind. Everybody will have water walk and water walking, because as a ritual I can cast those, and I just would be doing that all the time. So. If you need to scatter out onto the water, that's going to be something you could potentially do.
How high up are we?
The
water's 5 feet down.
I assume it's a dock, so not that much. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than mirror image, and then maybe what's a good concentration spell to throw up that isn't going to completely be destroyed by whatever he is.
Dinar will go. I'll go mage armor.
One option.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that makes
go
things
ahead.
easy.
All right. I will also do mirror image. And I know what my concentration spell is. Upcast a shadow blade for myself.
All right.
Nice.
On account
Are
of
you already?
Booming blade is not going to be doing much, but new markers.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna go with pulling out the feather and summoning Giant Willy. And by Giant Willy, I mean small size.
You're really
tiny size.
making this. You're really just leaving yourself wide open.
Listen, and I'll throw up mirror image, and I think we're good. I think I'm good to go now. Ooh, look at all these new icons.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'd rather put out this fire beneath me before it spreads. Oh, that's
Oh my goodness,
Fortunate.
Craig! You have a different mirror image icon for each number of images. That is fantastic. When we're done this, please send me whatever you got these.
Oh yeah, that's super nice.
Oh, that is cool.
Mm.
Well, Let me show the chat this.
Very fancy.
I did find some new tokens because the old ones suck.
It's now 12v1. I feel like we've got the numbers on this.
But he is an ambassador of the gods, so is it really 12v1?
Yeah, well. Oh, they're good concentration. Oh, concentrating. Oh my goodness, look at all this.
Yeah, there's selectable stuff in there.
All
Enough
right.
to get sidetracked, which I definitely did not do when I looked through it.
I think we're good to go, unless I'm wrong.
I think we are, yeah.
Bring it.
What say you, son of thunder? Are you and your companions ready?
I believe we are.
Clock's ticking.
Very well.
The staff kind of emanates and comes into being in his hand of lightning.
Oh boy.
To the precipice we go.
And thrusts it down on the dock, and there's a huge flash of lightning and static electricity that just completely surrounds you and deafens you.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he's got home field advantage.
And you find yourself indeed standing on a precipice, hanging out over a sky which far below you can see naught but clouds.
Hey.
A few
all
birds flying around.
Oh.
And he stands further in this little cutout in this high mountain, the gale blowing against you from all around. He is now much larger.
We go.
Come. Touch me if you can.
Is that our roll for initiative?
We are going to roll initiative, but we're going to take a break first. And we'll
Challenge
come back and roll
accepted.
initiative because it's a good point to do that, and we'll get into the fight. So
I feel like this fight's gonna be long.
we're going to take a break.
Look at how big his health bar is.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back, roll initiative, and we will get ready for the epic battle with Tim.
Tim.
Be right back.
Hey, Elderbrain Collective. If you've been enjoying our live stream D&D campaign and want to support us, there are many ways you can do just that, and we would be super grateful. Seriously, it'd be awesome. First, of course, make sure you're following us on Twitch. Once we get our 50 followers goal, we can make our stream even better with subscriber perks. Then, be sure to follow our Twitter account. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post stream VODs as well as additional content coming soon. Of course, you can listen to audio transcripts of our stream on Podbean if that's your preference. Of course, you'll miss out on our handsome faces, but you get our incredible voices, so it's pretty good. You want to hang out with the collective and chat D&D and, well, everything else? Head over to our Discord server. It's open to anyone who wants to join. Finally, we've just launched our Patreon page, which is the optimum and best way to support us. That's redundant, optimum is best. Each tier gets you additional perks, including exclusive Discord emotes, monthly digital content, behind-the-scenes info and creature stats, and, for the truly faithful, you can even gain power over the PCs in-game, live on stream, and have an impact on what happens next. I think that's pretty awesome. We'd love your support. You can find the links to all of our sites on our Linktree. Check out linktr.ee/elderbrain, Linktree/elderbrain. We hope to see you joining us soon as a member of the collective. Happy gaming, everyone.
Whispers in the window are angry waves. Way over the sea of souls. Down to the mists as the ocean slaves. Way over the sea souls. Way oh, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey, ho, it's the sea of souls. Oh, way, ho, the sea of souls. Way, oh, the sea of souls. Hoist the sails round the eddies and shoals. Hey, ho, it's the sea of souls. Hey, ho, it's the sea of souls. Sea of souls.
Greetings, wary travelers. My name is Mike, and I will be playing the role of Dinar Neurixius, Dragonborn wizard on the Sea of Souls. Allow me to get into character and we can learn a little bit more about this pale golden dragon. Being chosen is supposed to be a good thing. Chosen by the gods to serve a purpose. However, it can mean facing a life alone. I was born in our homeland, Drakor, in the east. And though these scales are supposed to be a blessing, I was reviled by so many. I could see their jealousy, could feel their stares. My own people shunned me, and so I left. I still drew stares when I arrived in Stormhaven. It's hard to miss these scales. But the dwarves were far more accepting of me. I learned I could put my magic to good use out on the seas, so I served aboard a ship, adding my arcana to their arsenal. Maybe one day I'll return home. Maybe they will welcome me as Verithan's champion. Or at least, as kin. For now, though, life among the Gungrim is good. I am used to standing out here, used to towering over this good folk. But what they lack in size, they make up for in heart.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I play the goblin Flick Dogslicer, an Eldritch Knight fighter. Once upon a time, there was a goblin named Flick. That's me. He was a good egg, but as a recently emancipated man, he didn't necessarily have the firmest grasp on the rules of free society, and often ended up on the wrong side of the law. So anyway, I'm in this back alley, minding my own business, rooting through the trash, when this old guy in a blue dress and a big floppy hat with stars and crap all over it comes out of nowhere screaming, "Oh my god, it's a goblin," and starts shooting fire out of his hands at me. So I shanked him. I didn't mean to kill him per se, but, heat of the moment and all that. Now, even I knew how this would play out with the guard, so I'm looking for a quick escape. But this old guy didn't even have the courtesy of carrying a coin purse, just this big stupid book. So, yoink, and I beat feet to the pier and sign aboard the first ship that's looking for crew. Long story short, with enough time and patience, even a bozo like me can figure out a little magic from that big old book. I joined a good crew and enjoy my life as a seafaring mercenary, trying to keep ahead of the law and maybe make a coin or two for myself. The end. By Flick.
Greetings, tale seekers and story watchers. I am Devon, medieval enthusiast and D&D veteran since my 11th birthday when I received the 3rd edition starter set. Led to a bit of a collection. I will be playing the part of Tayland Wavesinger, human bard and mariner, master of the weaponized sea shanty. Oh, it'd be alright if the wind was at our sails. Tayland is a man slowly being consumed by his own faults. He drinks far too much, and has quite a ruthless disposition against those he dislikes. But he still tries to do what's right when he can. As for his goals, well, I'll let him tell you. Oh, me name is Tayland Wavesinger, and I quickly tell to you of a man that I am a-hunting across the ocean blue, with power over the sea and sky. Believe me when I say that when I finally find the bastard, it'll be his last day.
In Xanadu, did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alf, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man. Down to a sunless sea.
Torque is a Tortle barbarian, presumed to be the sole survivor of the Loggerhead tribe. Even by Tortle standards, Torque is a taciturn individual, never deigning to use 5 words where 2 will suffice, and as such has been less than forthcoming in sharing his personal history with his compatriots. What is known of Torque is that he was discovered on a remote island by a passing merchant vessel, having apparently been marooned there for some years in the wake of a shipwreck which destroyed the rest of his tribe. It is for this reason that Torque holds a special reverence for Desfuna, goddess of the ocean, whom he believes spared his life in the ocean storm that decimated his kin. Having spent the better part of a decade in near total isolation, Torque is unfamiliar with the ways of the modern world, and his social skills are somewhat lacking. It is perhaps for this reason that he has chosen to align himself with allies who are blessed in the gift of gab, as he continues on his pilgrimage, the destination of which is unknown even to himself. Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and I am not a professional voice actor or performer by any means. However, I do have a serious passion for tabletop RPGs, and I hope that you enjoy this upcoming game as much as we're going to enjoy playing it.
All right, welcome back. Excuse me. So, it is time to roll initiative and face the wrath of Tim. I'm so happy.
We don't have to do that.
We can just have coffee with Tim if you want.
I think a couple of you who were prepping spells and stuff, you could use Arcana for this if you would like.
Sure.
Why would they need to use Arcana, Craig?
For our initiative.
Oh, I thought you meant to determine whether or not your spells were still active.
Well, that too, but you know. All right.
No. Just
Hey, check me out.
I will also roll Arcana.
So I've rolled 2 16s now, which means I'm rolling trash for the rest of the night.
Oh, Tayland.
That is unfortunate.
And that's all three. Torque. What would you like to draw on for
Good question.
initiative?
I guess because this is a test of body, perhaps athletics?
I think so. I'm good with that.
I can't remember. Do I need to roll it twice to get my advantage to take? It looks like I do.
I think so.
20 is pretty good, but I'll roll a separate d20 plus 9 just to see if I can do better. Nope. Take the 20.
All right. In that case, Dinar.
Oh, really? Dang, I actually don't want to go first because I need to. Well, I suppose I can just react. I can save
Move it
that.
ready.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh wait. No. I'll if you'll allow me, Craig. I'm gonna use my tactician feat to swap my initiative with Torque.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like it. I like it a lot.
So I will go down to 20. Torque is 23.
It'd be awfully rude if you ever rolled like lower than somebody and decided to do that.
Yeah, you're like, I think I'd like to go first, please. All right, in that case, Torque.
Okay. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do first, which is enter a rage.
Ooh.
In a few weeks, I hope I remember how. And as part of that, my instinctive pounce allows me to move, I believe it's half my speed to begin. So I can move 20 feet forward, and then "40 feet beyond that." Well, I'm not quite in range, but it doesn't matter because I can throw my maul with a admittedly a range of 20 feet. Oh, yeah, that works. So I will make a reckless attack with the Whelming Wrath.
Like movement squares are all like staying up in there. Do you guys see that too? Is it just me?
What's that?
That is slowly shifting one square at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that the last couple of months.
That's strange. I'm not getting that at my end, but I will take your word for it. So I'm going to make a reckless attack with Whelming Wrath, just sort of hammer tossing it at Tim.
Okay.
Does a 28 hit?
I mean, yeah.
Hooray.
Oh, just make sure.
That's
I
a
have
good
the
first
ratio
sign.
Toggled on.
He can be hit. Can he be damaged? That's the next question.
So that is going to be 17 bludgeoning damage to start.
Alrighty.
And I'll follow up with a second reckless attack.
Cool.
Which is also a 28. So I already know this song and dance.
Indeed.
For another additional 24 of magical bludgeoning damage, assuming that he does not have any way to resist that.
They hit, they connect, and kind of like you see them physically hit, and you're just kind of like, ah, yes, excellent.
And that will conclude my turn, unfortunately.
Alrighty. Flick.
All right, I'll do the easy one first. Paige is going to move and then dash to about there. She'll be flying overhead, close enough to swoop in for help next turn.
Cool.
I'm going to move there. I'm going to dash to there. I'm going to Misty Step to there.
Wow.
I'm going to Action Surge and whack him twice.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Welcome back to D&D, guys.
bang. All right, the one's gonna miss. How's a 23 gonna do?
23 will hit.
Beautiful. 3. So 22 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Let's see. Anything else that I got on the go here? Don't think so. That's the turn.
Alrighty then. As you end your turn, next to Tim, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
All right. Oops.
I mean, that's not indicative of anything, I don't think.
Yeah, here's where the bad rolls start. And blam. Ooh. Can I do anything about that?
Can you do anything about it?
Not really. What chaos dice add to saving throws or no? I can't even remember.
No.
Yeah, then I'm good. My
Okay.
12 stands.
You take 13 points of lightning damage
All right.
from his aura, as just being in his presence, lightning just kind of like crackles through the air, and you're like, yeah, ow.
You know what? It's not going to do me much good, but I will react and absorb elements. Have that. It's only 6, and then I need to maintain concentration on my spell, which I do.
Okay. Dinar.
Ian, you just reminded me of something. Back on the stream where I was starting to draw Talen's revision, Trillium was asking some questions about the spells that I had chosen for Dinar, and I mentioned the fact that I took Absorb Elements, and it's always been prepared because of my backstory, and I recently unprepared it. For the first time since the campaign started.
Because you experienced character growth?
Yeah, and now, of course, it would be lovely to use it, but I don't have it anymore. So that's fun. I think Dinar will bring his way up into the battle, so we'll go... What is my movement speed for Dinar? I think it's 30? 30. 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll go a little bit diagonal there. Dinar will... Yeah, I mean, Torque did a little bit of damage there. He's able to hit him, so that's encouraging. So Dinar will start muttering his arcane words, and he will create a little illusory image of Torque in his hands, and he will separate his hands and enlarge Torque to make him huge.
I am embiggened.
All right. Boom. All right. Is that it for Dinar?
That is it for Dinar, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We come to Tim Toalangathana Kalgarden. What does he want to do?
Oh, what's Tim's initiative? We don't have him on the order for us.
Is he not on there?
No.
Nope.
Oh. I have him on here as a 19.
Oh.
Why is he not showing up?
We'll take your word for it.
I've got Talent highlighted on my end as an 8.
That's weird. Well, let me add him again then. Where that didn't show up.
There he
Is
is.
it showing up now?
Yeah,
Okay.
now I see him.
It might have been from the other map.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, Roll20 does poop things sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Torque being embiggened, sort of the main character of this arc, I guess, with this fight. Tim is going to look at giant Torque and go, remember, embrace the storm. Calls down a strike of lightning. I will need Torque to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, I've got danger sense, so this should be at advantage.
You do.
Right?
Correct.
Not that it did me a lot of good.
Oh no.
That's an 8 and an 8.
Oof. Oof. You take 54 points of lightning damage.
Ouchie.
Oh.
Well, I mean, good thing that I have a friend waiting in the wings who has said that he's going to be playing the support role. You take 54.
54.
Okay.
As lightning as you've never felt before. You can feel the raw essence of divinity of the Stormfather in this bolt that just courses through your veins now. Just
If you should wield the storm, you must learn to feed it yourself.
Did you mean feed it with myself?
Buzzing.
all right. And next up, we have these guys. Like to join the fight.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was too easy.
As clouds
Hello.
and mist and air that coalesce to elemental servants.
I'm in danger.
How did you roll an 8?
Oh, that's perfect. All right. So this one is going to fly.
Oh, it's over. They're down there. Oh
20,
boy.
25, 30.
They're gonna go wreck Taylor today.
Yeah.
This one just flies right at you. It's just like a cloud with a face, essentially, is kind of what you've got going on right now.
Okay.
I call them those old timey maps.
And he's going to grab at you. Oh, what?
No.
Why did it roll 14 and 13?
You don't gotta do that.
Has advantage on for some reason or something on this guy. So second roll doesn't apply. So that's a 14 to hit. I think it's gonna miss you anyway. So
A 14 will miss if it's an attack. However, I do think I still need to roll on the mirror image. Regardless of
Even if
that.
it misses, that would kind of suck.
Each time a creature targets you with an attack, roll a d20 to determine whether it targets. Because they have their own AC.
Oh,
I see.
right.
That would do it.
And it is an attack. So
Yeah. So you must roll a 6 or higher. So it attacks the duplicate, which has an AC equal to 12.
Oh.
okay, so that's one duplicate gone.
Yes. Splash of water as one of Talon vanishes. Oh, good. Here comes the other one.
That one's gonna be a 28 to hit.
Oh.
Well,
Splish sploosh. There goes the other one. One left. Aha!
they are serving their purpose well.
Wow.
All right, and Talon, it's your turn.
Did not effectively defend our back lines, eh?
Yeah. Okay, this changes things a little bit.
I'm in danger. It's over.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh man.
Woo! Okay. Cones. 30-foot cone. Does that hit both of them where I am, or do I need to back up?
It would
I need to
hit
back up, right?
both. I think because
Would
well,
hit
they're
both of them?
yeah, because it would hit their back corners, at the very least, or like the corners. Yeah, you get them both.
Okay.
I'd hit there and there.
Okay. Oh boy. So seeing these creatures come hence before me, I shall outstretch my hands as one water version of me, the other goes off, another one splashes off, and my eyes go a little wide. Hair rising up as the wind torrents, kind of rubbing my fingers together to generate a little bit of energy. Well, let's try this out! And I will unleash a pulse wave of water and air directly at them.
Ooh.
I'll need them to make Constitution saving throws.
Certainly.
Come on, clouds.
Blow
be
the
bad
man
at
down,
those.
bullies! Blow the man down!
That's a 6 and a 14.
Aha! Both of those fail. They fail, I say. We're gonna go ahead and just unleash. Wow, that is some awful rolling. Wow, that is atrocious. Oh my goodness. I feel like that's not right though. I don't think that went through correctly.
13.
Well, I rolled 66 and got a 13. Plus an additional d6, which rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 16 points.
That's harsh.
Oh. And that's force damage.
Yeah.
They are also pushed away 15 feet away from me, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, 15 feet away from me.
So that'll push them both out.
That was painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 3 1s in that damage roll there, man. And 3 2s.
Oh, it's an additional. So
One,
they'd be pushed back 20 feet. 20 feet. Because I cast that at 4th level. So. All right. Well, that was mildly terrifying. Now I'm going to move in this direction. And gust of wind, 10 more feet. Just winds carry me. Right. That puts me a little bit further away from the immediate danger. It uses my action, my bonus action, and my movement. So now my bird is going to attempt to defend me.
Boyd.
Boyd! Bird, attack.
I want to my bird.
Your bird is good attack.
14 to hit.
No.
9, assume also misses.
Yeah, no.
Somehow that does hit.
Right.
Sacco.
50, 60. And then he's going to fly by, back out of there. Having utterly failed.
All right.
Guys, we got company on the back flank.
Kind of busy up here.
Giant turtle.
We got him down by what? 15, 20% on that first round?
Yeah.
And that's
So coming near him resulted in a Constitution save, right?
When Flick ended his turn next to him, it did.
Well, I am pretty good at Constitution saves, but at the same time, I have no need to be near him right now, so why tempt fate?
Because that's
Orc
what
is
they
just
do.
gonna-
It's D&D.
Two-handed swing Whelming Wrath overhead, and I guess make 2 more attacks.
Okay.
based on the assumption that taking out Tim will end the fight and that we won't have to deal with his subordinates after. I will be
Okay, fair.
attacking recklessly. First one is a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, I've added my additional damage die from being enlarged to this, so 16, 19, 26 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Nicely done.
I'll wind up for my second attack.
Come on. Oh yeah.
25. I keep going lower every time.
25 will hit.
Okay. Oh, so 12, 21.
Nice.
All right. Another good solid hit.
Hey, Flick, will you appreciate this guy being not so close to you?
I'm gonna go stab him anyway, so whatever.
All right, I will not attempt to push him with my crusher feet then.
Okay. Anything else Torque is doing?
Not much else I can do at this point, so I will elect to not.
Okay. Flick.
Awesome. Okay, Paige is gonna zoom in, harass him a little bit, give me the help action. So I get advantage on my first strike here. Strike. This is another Shadow Blade. Wabam. That's gonna hit.
Yes, sir.
Shadow Blade. So, and you know what? I'm gonna dump my Fury of the Small into that as well. So another. So is that 18? So 29 on the first hit.
Nice.
And then for fun, I'm gonna hit him again. Actually, oh, what am I doing? Okay, I have a bonus action to spend. I'm gonna hex him, and then
Okay.
I'll hit him again. So Shadow Blade number 2. This is not with advantage. All right, 12's not gonna hit,
No, 12 is not going to hit.
but he is hexed. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Alrighty. Con save as you end your turn beside him.
Sure thing. Ooh, that's gonna suck.
That'll be another 13 points of lightning damage.
Flick doesn't have arcane deflection, eh?
No. Well, I guess technically, I'm assuming that the extra lightning damage from my absorb elements didn't matter at all.
Oh, so it halved it last time, yeah.
No, I'm saying
When
when I attacked him, I would have done extra lightning.
Oh,
damage.
no, the layout lightning does absolutely
Yeah,
nothing to him.
I figured it.
Yeah. No.
I will absorb elements again and have that, so I only take a 6.
Yeah, he pretty much is lightning, so.
That's what I figured. And then I need to concentrate on my Shadow Blade again. We're good. Again, rolling the 20s on the concentration check and the 10s on the saving throws.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so 6 more damage. All right.
All right, Dinar.
All right. Seeing, not Flick, Tayland run up and shout out that there's crap behind us, Dinar will avert his attention back.
His exact words, it's crap behind us. Hey.
And then I think seeing that, I would love to do something more powerful, but I think I don't have anything in 3rd level that's going to be valuable in the fight, except for counterspell. But I can upcast that. So I'm going to throw... Man, I have a lot of damaging spells right now. Yeah, let's we'll upcast Magic Missile at a 3rd level. So Dinar scales will light up his back all the way up to his fingertips, and then he will throw out his magic missiles, which are the shape of the Radiant Dawn now. Nice orange color. And I will throw out 5 darts, and I'm just going to throw them out to the one that's closest to me. So make sure I can, I can do 120 feet, so that's definitely going to be close enough. So we'll go magic missile on that fool. That's 5 darts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 for each one. Been too long. Yeah, plus 1. Okay, so that's a 3, plus a 4, well, another 3 there. So 3 and 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10. Oh, plus 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13, plus 5, so 18 force damage to the cloud on the right.
All right.
Hey, Craig, one revision for my turn. Shadow Blade's already concentration. I would not have cast Hex. My concentration. So it doesn't matter since it didn't hit anyway, but you can unhex him.
Hex, yeah.
Maybe this is Mike just realizing, but there's no health bars over top of the clouds. Does that mean my attack did nothing?
Oh, are they not showing up?
No, they're not showing up for us.
Okay.
Infinite damage. That's.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like there was a time at the start of our, like, early days of our stream where there weren't health bars, and so that was how it was. But now everybody has health bars, so I'm just used to that.
I mean, we got the big guy down to about half-ish, and I like having that.
There you go.
That indication.
There we go.
We're not
Thank you.
doing horribly, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dinar, was that does it end?
I think Dinar will just cozy on next to Tayland, and that will be my turn.
Shot, Captain.
This refreshes or not? No. All right. Tim Tuolangathan Garden is going to ride the lightning.
That sounds sexy.
And
Not at all dangerous to our health.
you just kind of like as a lightning bolt.
I'm assuming that's a teleport of some sort.
It is a teleport, correct?
Yeah.
Just with a little bit of flair added.
Let's say that's his deified Misty Step.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
Making me move.
And he's going to control weather.
Oh.
That's not good.
No. Why? What's wrong with that?
Because that's a spell I've been eyeing for a while.
So it's already a little bit windy, and he's going to increase the power of the wind, which gradually begins to become from a moderate wind to a strong wind. And the wind begins to blow towards the cliff edge.
Of course.
Doesn't take effect right away, but as you can feel the wind kind of, there's that moment where like it almost stops for a second and then starts blowing in the other direction and picks up in force and in power.
Listen, storm along. I'm the only master of the sea and the sky here. That's quite strong.
Maybe it'll blow away those clouds that are harassing you.
You don't honestly believe that, right?
No,
they're made of air.
It would be cool if it did.
It'd be cool if wind affected creatures made of wind.
Bit of an own goal there, but we'll allow it.
All right, that's all he's going to do. But
Nah.
Don't taunt them.
ooh, he can make it at 60 feet. Perfect.
Oh, they're fast.
Oh boy.
Their wind.
The speed of the wind. What?
No. And this one is going to make a grab at Dinar. That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, yeah, throw, you can use a reaction to gain a +2 to your AC. I will use my AC right now is 14 because of the mage armor. I will use arcane deflection to add 2 to that to make it 16.
Okay. That will miss. The other one will whip in beside Tayland. That is an 18 to hit.
That's not so good. If I recall correctly, I think that hits. Because I'm down to 1. I think, yeah, I need an 11 or higher, which I did not get. So you rolled an 18 to hit?
Correct.
As he's coming for me. You're barely wind. You're more of a fart. And I will cutting words. Is he immune to being charmed?
He is, yes, he is immune. I had to look
God
at my condition immunities for a
damn
second
it.
there. Yeah.
Then, okay. Is that something I only learn after using cutting words, I assume, then?
Yeah, you realize that it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't seem to understand you at all.
I was afraid of that. Well, not much I can do. This is gonna hurt.
Okay. You take 10 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a... you are grappled, so you have to make an escape on your next
Oh, goody.
turn. Yeah. And you can feel, as it grabs you, it's more less of like a, hey, come here, more of like a compressor, like the air begins to compress around you and like crush your lungs.
That's air,
in.
all right.
Yeah. All right, and that is it for them. And
Right.
Tayland is your turn. So DC 7 escape check for the grapple.
All right.
Is that okay? So that's if I want to escape it, right? Or is that like something I just start at my turn?
So it's if you don't, so you're gonna take 2d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage at the start of your turn,
Okay.
and unless the grapple ends. So I'll let you make the grapple escape first this time.
Okay.
Roll it that way. That you
What's
try to
the
make your check.
what's the action economy here? Is this before my turn?
That's what I'm saying. Is if you want to make the escape at the beginning, it says that the damage happens at the beginning of your turn.
Okay. So
But
if
I'm gonna let you make the escape check first.
does this count as an action?
To escape a grapple, yeah.
I would prefer to cast Misty Step.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if I'm taking the damage and then doing that, or if it's.
No, I'm letting it
All right.
work in your favor on this one.
So as I feel the air compress around me, I'll just kind of.
No, claustrophobic.
And so these things got some heckin' movement. That
Once
is
again, their
intense.
wind. So yes.
Yes, they certainly are. Well, that's okay. I'm going to Misty Step right next to this boyo
Ooh. Saucy.
and gathering up what moisture in the air I can. Your hat to be frozen to your head, and I will eschew a cone of binding ice.
Ooh.
Your body be like a lump of lead. Constitution saving throw, please. Your shoes be frozen to your feet.
That's a 22.
They're from. Well, it's a cone, by the way, so I'd be hitting both of them.
How big a cone?
Yeah, and Dinar?
Are you hitting Dinar in this too?
No, I think if I go at the
And Willie?
You can go like
I'm willing to. There's not much I can do about getting Willie caught in this. I don't think.
All right, so you're gonna get Willie caught.
Yeah, I think that's the. I think I have to. Right. I don't think there's any way I can get both of them otherwise.
Is it a 30-foot cone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
the other one got a 22 as well.
Okay. This is the only way I can do the cone with it hitting both of them, and so I'm just gonna have to put that sacrifice in there.
I think Willie's outside at a 30.
I think he's just at the edge. I'm not 100% sure. I guess it depends on. Speaking of Willie,
Well, how big is he? You made him. Does he fill up?
He's small. You know what? I just rolled a 7 on my concentration, so I don't even think he's there anyway. Because from that impact, I don't have a way to fix that. I don't think I have any way to improve my saves. So I think he's gone anyway.
Free Willie. Bye.
Well, he arrived, he attacked and missed twice, and then he vanished. So, what a useful bird. All right, well, if they both saved, then that's less great. I was hoping they'd both fail because they both failed the last time I tried something.
They're pretty constitutive.
I figured they would be, but they did. They failed both. Both of them failed last time. So,
That's true, they did. Yeah.
So they take half of 9 cold damage. I think. Hold on. Yeah. And their movement is not reduced to 0, which is unfortunate because I was really banking on that.
That would be super helpful.
That would have been pretty great. Oh geez. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm stuck here. Because. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Torque.
Okay.
So for distance purposes, et cetera, these cliffs are 20 feet in height.
Excellent. Torque is going to sidle up to Flick and say, how would you like to bring the fight to him?
What do you got in mind?
I was going to throw you at him.
That's ball special.
That saves me a spell slot. Let's do it.
Okay, as a bonus action, I use my Mighty Impel to pick up Flick. The wording of this is that it is within 30 feet of myself is the destination. So, can't quite make it. How do we solve this conundrum? I guess I'll have to move. So I've already moved 5 feet. Move 15 here. I can just barely get you in this square here. Does that count?
I'm small. I'm small. I think I'm small.
Or is that still an occupied space?
It is technically an occupied space by him. This one.
Yeah, but it's 35 feet.
So.
And if I move any further away from Flick, I won't be able to pick him up.
I mean, I can get myself.
I can throw you over here, and then you can just run the rest of the way.
Yep, that works.
All right, I'll throw him up on there.
Flick goes for a ride. Whee!
That's awesome.
And then I'll just sidle a little bit closer, and then make 2 more thrown Whelming Wrath attacks against Timothy.
That is not my name.
Oof. 14?
No.
That hurts.
Alright, well, let's hope the next one is something big. Uh, 28.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be 23, 28 bludgeon damage.
Excellent.
We're chipping away.
Getting there,
And
there.
yeah, that's movement action, bonus action. That is all Torque can do this round.
All right. You just see a smile on his face. He's just like he's enjoying it. Every hit, he's like, ah, yes, excellent. Flick.
All right. First off, Paige will move in, harass, move back,
Come, little one. Show me what you've got.
move to there. So first one with advantage on the old Shadow Blade here. 20 gonna hit.
20 is going to hit. Yes.
Hooray!
That's good.
Just put Nora's on there. What's going on?
So 21 points of psychic damage. And then the
So
second.
the aura was you, and I was like, oh no, what's he playing?
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, sorry, I was just checking
16 hits.
range real quick.
All right, sorry, you said 21 points of.
Yeah, 21 points of psychic on the first one, then does a 16 hit on the second attack.
16 just hits.
Ooh,
Sweet.
okay.
Good to know.
Jinx.
So I've been rolling garbage, is what you're telling me. Got it. So another 19 points of psychic.
Right.
Do I have a bonus action? How hurt am I? 6. I will second wind. That's
This
my
is
bonus.
technically only the third round, right?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. I heal 12.
All right. And con save.
All right. Constitution save. 14. Probably not going to make it again.
14 does not. So
Um,
that is 13 points of lightning.
You know what? I'm just going to soak 13 lightning because I'm running out of spell slot here.
Okay.
And then I will concentrate on my Shadow Blade. Ooh, just make it. And my turn be done.
Okay, Dinar.
This is tough. How much does my how much does my enlarged damage actually help you? It's 1d4,
Is it
right?
1d4, yeah.
Also giving him reach, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter anyways. I just used Arcane Deflection, so I can't cast spells.
Oh.
I'm assuming that Shocking Grasp is not going to help me in this situation, so Dinar will mutter some arcane words, conjure up a bubble of acid in his hand, and he will toss it at the cloud that is right in front of him. If I can do that. Am I allowed to cast spells? Ranged spells?
You would have disadvantage. If it's a ranged attack, you would have
You have
disadvantage.
disadvantage against it because he's right next to you.
Oh, no, that's a dexterity saving throw, so forget it.
Oh, beautiful.
There you go. Yeah.
So they must succeed a dexterity saving throw. Spell save is DC 16.
Well, that's in that one.
Hey! Yes! Spell damage increases by 1d6 when you hit 5th level and 11th level, so we are level 11.
So fast are you now?
So this is going to take 3d6.
And he has a +6 bonus to dexterity, so he is, but it's just not in this.
And yet.
Not horrible, so that's 2 4s and a 2, so 4, 8, 10. Acid damage to the one right in front of Dinar.
Cool.
I would prefer not to invoke an attack of opportunity, so Dinar will, I think, just stay put for now.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna move. No, that'll be it.
All right, Tim to Langathanakal Garden will try to recharge. Oop. Little one, you put up quite an excellent fight. I'm impressed.
Oh, he's talking to me.
Yes. The lightning staff in his hand becomes a great sword.
All right.
That's concerning.
Does a 31 hit?
I might hit one of those mirror images. Let's just roll me a d20.
Oh, right, you have mirror image too.
You have destroyed a mirror image.
It's a very.
How's that
very
feel, Chuckles?
All right. Second great sword attack. Paltry 22.
Let's see if that hits another mirror image. It does.
Hey, all right.
They're doing their jab.
All right.
I have a feeling that you're only alive because of that.
I mean, we don't know how much that
The
great
second
sword
one I
does.
could have shielded against, so I'm
I mean, when he hit you once, he did like 55 damage.
yeah.
I am so enjoying this. Come, catch me if you can.
Oh, you piece of garbage.
Just lightning shoots across. All right. Aerial Servant, one next to Dinar,
Pardon me.
is going to attempt to
Are you trying to figure out
grab.
if he can jump onto my back?
Ooh, that's a 10, so that's a nope.
Yay.
Nope. And the other one. Well,
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh,
he'll
happened?
stay with Talon here.
What'd you do?
I forgot that Dinar now has durable magic, so when I'm maintaining concentration on a spell, I just automatically get +2 to AC and saving throws. I didn't have to do arcane deflection.
Oh wow, that's
Well, I mean, now we know
really
that.
good.
I mean-
That is amazing. I think that came with
Oops.
level 11, I'm guessing.
Super handy.
21 to hit Talon.
Oh god.
We can tail and add to that.
Oh jeez. Hey, look over there behind you. It's a silvery barb.
Oh.
What? What's silver barbs, precious?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try that again. But hey, at least Dinar gets a bit.
I like advantage.
Well, that's an 11.
Go silver barbs.
Oh, that was close.
All right.
I'm not even risking the mirror image on that. It's not happening.
The wind is getting stronger.
Wind's
Aelin.
howling. Righto. Yeah, these chuckos here are really cramping my style. But like, they are also made of a thing that I do damage with. So I'm noticing a flaw in my character concept. Yeah, see, that's not super great either. Okay. I mean, I could give the Binding Ice another college try. Certainly wouldn't hurt. If it works, it's awesome. Why not? It's con save from the both of them, please. The sheets are frozen hard and they cut the naked hand.
The one in front of you fails. The one by Dinar succeeds.
Where the seaman's
I'm assuming you 23 succeed. You can't say.
Yes. Yes. Indeed so. All right, so that one in front of me is looking at 17 cold damage. But more importantly, its movement is reduced to 0. as it
look
is
at that.
encased in frozen ice crystals. It is remains that way for 1 minute or until it or another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away from the ice.
Does that count as a restrained?
No, it just has its speed reduced to 0.
Okay.
The other one takes half of the damage, but has its speed adjusted. No, it doesn't grant advantage or anything. It just stops them from moving.
17. 8.
And luckily, the one in front of me is the one that got it, which means I can move. I can move. Here. Or here would be better. And that was an action and a spell. Let's throw some bardic inspiration. And I think thematically I'd like to apply this to Torque because this is his challenge after all.
Aww.
Torque, he's our man. If he can't do it, we're all dead.
What are we up to now? D8?
It's a D8.
Okay.
And Dinar, do not forget you also have advantage on your next D20 roll.
Against both of them?
You just have advantage.
Oh.
It's the way Silvery Barbs works.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. But it's the next thing you make. So if you end up having to make a not really mattering abilities check for some reason, that's what it applies to.
Okay.
So, the top of the next round, the gusting winds has a strength of 2 or 10 feet. So at the beginning of each of your turns, you must make a Constitution saving throw, and if you fail, you are pushed 10 feet in the direction of the wind, which is south.
Okay, Constitution.
Towards
that way.
Yeah, towards the edge.
Okay.
Uh, 21 for me.
That is good. Yep.
Let's see. Con save.
Kind of like hunker down as you feel it coming against you. So just at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, at the beginning of our turns. Okay.
Yeah. So Torque, you're good.
Okay. So these cliffs are 20 feet high.
Correct.
Even with my increased size, I don't have nearly enough movement to climb up there and fight him on his terms. Dalen, I don't suppose you want to take the fight to him.
I mean, I certainly could. I'm a little preoccupied with our aerial friends here. By the way, Dinar, if you have any way to push something, that guy is frozen solid, and I don't care if he's made of air. He'll sink, and that'll at least put him very far away.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
All right. About your business then. I'll just
As you
move an additional 10 feet to put myself within ideal hammer chucking range.
I was gonna say, if you want me to take the fight to him, like I can do that. I can get up
Well,
there.
I mean, is throwing you into melee range with him really helpful?
Not really. No. I don't know. I will restate the majority of things I can do. He will just Luke Skywalker brush his shoulder with. So
right. I just wanted to, Flick got a turn. He got to ride the fastball special. I just wanted to make sure I was being fair to everyone. All right, I'm gonna make 2 more maul attacks. Both reckless.
Sounds good.
First one up is 28.
Yes, sir.
This will be my lucky number tonight.
Yeah.
So that'll be 26 magical bludgeoning damage.
Nicely done.
He's getting there.
And then, as the maul returns to me, I will wind up for another throw. Oh, that could have been a natural 20. But unfortunately, it is only a 23.
That will still hit. You're good.
So, 20 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Excellent, excellent. Keep it coming, son of thunder.
Your mother was a light rain.
And Torque is not really making any quips right now. He's just sort of like in concentration, in the sort of the same sort of battle trance that he was in the early days when he would invoke Disfuna for his rage.
All right. Is that it for Torque then?
That will be it for Torque's turn, since nobody wants to do a fun team up attack and get thrown at him.
All right.
Hey, I'm singing.
Coming.
I'm literally singing your praises right now. Okay.
So Flick,
It is appreciated.
with the wind strength of a gust of 2, at the beginning of your turn, you need to make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, you will be pushed 10 feet towards the edge. 16 is a save. You are good.
And Paige does not save.
So Paige gets 10 feet.
Little paper airplane.
Yeah. All right. Paige is going to
Yeah,
move
pretty much.
60 feet closer, and then Paige is going to dodge because I cannot, not quite adjacent to do a help, unfortunately. That wind push almost got me there, though. Flick is going to Misty Step here. Then he's going to move Shma. And he is now 35 feet away. He's going to toss the Shadow Blade, which has a throne. It has the throne property. It's 2060, so this is at disadvantage because I am more than 20.
Correct.
12's not going to do it.
12 is not going to do it. Correct.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Dinar, Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. This is a +4.
You have advantage on this.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a choice. You have advantage on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled an 8 and a 19, so I'll take the 19 +4 for 23.
Good. Buffet yourself against the wind. Are not pushed.
And then I think what I will do...
Put a fireball up his ass.
I don't have that. I've made errors, all right?
Bad
Send a
mistake.
tidal wave at him. I'm sure he'll
I've
appreciate
made a
it.
few.
I don't have that prepared. I have stuff prepared for downtime.
Because that's what you thought this was
That's
going
what
to
I
be.
thought.
Yes.
That's where I thought we were. Well, that's where we were at the beginning of, or where we were at the last
Where
session.
you
That's
were.
we've just continued from there. All right, so you seem to get away from this guy down here without invoking an attack of opportunity. But I
Misty Step.
did you miss the
Yeah.
step?
No, he froze him.
So with a movement of 0, it can't react.
He can't do anything.
Ah.
That was part
Okay.
of his
Well,
freezing him in ice. Basically, he's like, "I will get you." Nope, I won't.
the
Okay.
gusty wind sucks. So Dinar's going to do it anyways. So we're gonna go 5.
Okay, and that will be an attack of opportunity. That's a crit.
Of course.
Ah!
The 20 for a total of.
29.
Oh, I can't shield
There's
that.
nothing you can do about it at the crit.
So
Oh,
does that stop me?
silver barbs, that shit.
I mean, I could. I'd feel awful.
No, I got it. I got you covered, man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And you silvery
Hey.
barbs from
Oh,
that
that's
far
right, you
away?
both have
Flick,
silvery
Flick,
barbs.
Flick
I
is
just
being
measured.
Flick is being a dick. Excellent. I don't have to.
All right.
You're within 60 feet.
Well, there you go. That's a 12.
All right, so that was 5.
Boy,
then
do I hate that
15,
spell.
20, 25, 30.
I hope you realize just how absurdly lucky you are.
Oh, I feel very
yeah,
lucky.
because that would have been you would have been grabbed. Like that was it.
Oh,
That would not have That would not have gone well for you.
And
I was just thinking about damage. I wasn't thinking about the grab.
Blake,
No.
did you give him the advantage?
No, I'm gonna give the advantage to Torque. Let's
Okay.
finish the shit.
Oh, so I don't even need to go reckless on my first attack. I mean, I probably.
I
will
mean, that's what I was. I mean, yeah. Wow.
Uh,
No, you're gonna. Here's the thing about that, right? The silvery barbs. If we give someone advantage, all it does is give you advantage on that con save at the start of your turn.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
that's
still nice
the
to
next
have.
roll you make. So
Yeah.
That's still nice to have.
Okay. So trying not to be too meta here. Does Tim look like he's hurt?
I mean, there's definitely like he's taking damage. You can see like cuts and stuff on his cloak. He doesn't seem to care.
Would there be any reason for Dinar to think that it might be more valuable to just dump all his damage on him rather than the cloud wisps? Like, does it look like we're nearing the end of... Or does it look like he's nearing the end of his fight? Or does he just look like he's taking damage? I'm trying to figure out what makes the most sense.
Meta the health bar. I don't care.
All right.
That's why I put the health bars there for you guys. Like,
All right.
the one thing I really don't care about, like on a scale of like hurt to like, he's hurt.
All right, then I will throw a 4th level magic missile up to Tim. So this is 6 darts. Again, the arcane power going up his back, out to his fingertips, and he throws out these magic missiles. Oh.
magic shipmals.
That's a lot of 2s. So 2, 4, 6, plus another 2 3s, which is another 6, so 12.
Hey, at least you rolled them on D4s and not D6s.
It's true. 12 plus 1, so 13, plus 6, so 19 force damage.
Nicely done. Each one slams into him, takes them kind of.
Excellent. Yes.
And that will be Dinar's turn.
All right.
Well, you're all proving to be a rather good team together, if I do say so myself.
We're tenacious little scamps, ain't we?
What does that mean?
That means his lightning thing recharged.
Oh dear.
One of those, like, we're just like, ha 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 ha, and then, oh crap!
Off, like you're just outside of it. Okay.
Hooray!
That's the right answer.
Torque, Dinar, and Talon, I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, jeez. I'm not good at these.
You do have advantage, Torque, but you would anyway, so...
Yes. Well, it's the thought that counts.
Oh, jeez!
I got 2 1s.
Oh, no!
I got a...
Inspiration.
I rolled a 1 too.
Do anything here?
That is
I'm pretty
unfortunate.
confident, based on the amount of damage on the last one, that I can soak at least
Okay.
1 more of these.
I'm less
in
confident
its
about
entirety.
Dinar.
I rolled the 1 as well, Craig.
Okay.
Jeez.
For a to-
It's even worse because I have 3D dice enabled, so I watch the dice knock into each other
So-
and both end up on 1s.
So, Dinar,
It
Yep.
was just especially
And
unsatisfying. Yes.
you take 54 points of lightning damage.
All right, I need my
Oh, wow.
calculator. Oh, boy.
Consistent.
Talon, you take half.
Puts me down to 40.
Oh, is that all?
As he raises his staff of lightning and just and slams it in, and the lightning bolt just slams in the ground and just arcs through the 3 of you. You're like,
That's what it feels like on this side.
yep.
That's bad. That's bad.
And
Walk it off, champ.
You know, I joked, but that really hurt.
Because he is having fun.
Oh, you suck.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, well, at least those
Yeah.
elementals are dead. Because they're in Torque's way.
All right.
This is true.
So this one will go right up in Dinar's grill,
Yeah.
Hey, now.
who escaped from him. And that's a flat 20, not a dirty 20, not a crit.
Okay, so my armor class is currently 14. I'm still.
16.
Oh wait, do I have to
You're
concentrate? I
concentrating
have
on
to.
a spell.
I have to concentrate on that. So let me roll to see if I maintain enlarge. After taking that damage.
I don't know if you
I don't think
can.
you can. That's
Well,
54
it's half,
damage.
it's half the damage taken.
You gotta. Yeah, he's got to roll a 27.
I did not
Yeah.
get anywhere near
I
that.
don't
So
think you can.
enlarge is
Hey, I was
enlarge
gonna
is
say.
gone.
Okay. Doop, doop, doop.
So I am no longer concentrating, which means that I no longer am at 16. I am now down to. Oh, that's not me. Nope. Sorry. Oh, Talon, I just put a heart on you. I'm so sorry. There we go.
Aww.
Go away, bar. So concentration is gone. So that means that I'm a 14 because of the mage armor. I have to beat a what?
The attack's 20.
I will shield to bring me up to 9. Oh wait, 14 plus 5, 19. I can't shield. Nope.
I mean, I can. It's immune to cutting words. I guess I could. I mean, the thing is, I could silvery barbs that, but man, I don't know what. My spell slots.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, I think we're gonna I think we're gonna let this one through.
Yep.
10 bludgeoning, and you are grappled.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get out of the grapple. I think you've got ways to deal with that. And if you don't, I can.
I do. Yeah. I can get
Okay,
out of it
okay.
easy.
And I
Easy.
also have ways to get you out of the grapple.
Yeah.
Steamrolling.
Talon, that movement reduced. That was to
So
the end.
he can spend his action to get out of it. Otherwise, it lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's gonna get rid of that, obviously.
You just. Yeah, that's his action.
And he's okay. He'll go and hang out with yeah. Yeah, he'll kind of saddle up to Tim Joel and Gathan Garden. Talon.
Oh, geez, he's so close to me. This is uncomfortable.
Unsave, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what? This will just push me closer to him if I fail, right? 7.
Yeah, you are pushed 10 feet closer to him.
I'm assuming because that's forced movement, this air elemental doesn't get to do nothing.
Correct.
Okay, that actually potentially is advantageous to me.
You want to get closer to him? Okay.
Well, that puts me. It gives me more options.
I guess.
I'm closer to him now. I mean, if I take a couple steps forward, I can try to do some serious damage. But again, I feel like his constitution's pretty freaking good. Okay. Oh, jeez. I mean, yeah, what the heck else am I going to do other than summon a bird at this point? Which I don't really want to do. It's Hail Mary, why not? Alright, you Mr. Guy, man, person. I'm going to move 10 feet forward. I'd really like to move another... Okay, 15 feet forward. Yeah. And kind of unhinging the squeeze box from my belt and throwing it up into my hands, I am just going to unleash one loud melodramatic chord and assault this guy with so much water, air, ice, and an entire gust of gravity-inducing stormy power. Him and his buddy. As a pulse wave will emanate, and I'd need them both to make Constitution saves.
It's currently storming outside of my window right now, so I feel fully immersed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a blizzard as opposed to a.
Ooh, that's a fail for him. Ooh. And a 20 for the aerial servant.
I mean, that's okay. Right. Well, I upcast this. This will be fun. Whoo! Yeah!
Hey.
Now that's
more like
big
it.
numbers.
That's a lot of sixes. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Is that 44?
That is 44 force damage coming his way.
Nice.
And 22 force damage to the elemental. Oh, look, he's still alive. I'm going to back up immediately.
Like, I gotcha! Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
It's like,
oh, sorry.
rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. Yike! I shall back up 15 feet in a different direction from the elemental. And then last little bonus action to gust of wind myself, or gust of movement myself, another 10 feet away.
You can just say past gas. It's fine.
I soften him up, Torque. You get in there, buddy. Torque is the mighty warrior with maul so big and strong. He proves all others inferior by beating them like a gong.
That was a great song.
Some good bars. I feel inspired.
Now let's move along. All right. The wind has increased to strength of 3.
Okay, well,
use the momentum to carry you.
DC has also increased, so.
Constitution save.
Con save, please.
Well, it's almost worthwhile to fail right now.
19.
19 will save.
Am I saving the captain, or am I going in for the kill?
Captain can save himself.
I'm assuming if we defeat him, these guys go away. That's why I went for him.
I mean, I guess it would be anticlimactic if he went down, and the air guys were just still hanging around, being like, "Well, we're still here." I'm going to choose to do both, so that Dinar can maybe do something more interesting on his turn if this goes south. So first, move 15 feet over here. I'm going to make a reckless maul attack against this air elemental with my magic hammer. So I'm hoping that this still, is successful. 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right, no longer enlarged, which is sad, but 25 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And because my crusher feat, I can push him 5 feet away, which should hopefully end the grapple.
If you're forcing him away from it, then yeah, that'll break the grapple.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Because I freaking don't know my spells, apparently. Is he immune to being forcibly moved?
Negative.
Okay. Then he would have been I pulled 15, 20, 25, 30 feet towards us with that torrential storm pulling him inwards.
What was that? Sorry, what?
When I did my attack, the wave, the stormy wave.
Oh, okay. So
it does movement.
Him.
So yeah, if Tim is immune to being moved, it has no effect. The servant succeeded, so nothing happens to him. But if Tim is not immune to being forcibly moved, he would have been yanked 30 feet towards us.
Okay. Now, would the wind affect that? Good question.
That is a good question.
To counter it, say maybe 20 feet.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the strength's 10, so you're moving against. But yeah, so he does
torrential
get pulled
storm
towards you.
of water, wind, and
Yeah.
and
Okay.
everything just pulls him towards me, and then I skedaddle.
Fair enough.
And Dinar is still within my effective range while I am raging. So, as a bonus action, before I do anything else, I'm going to use my Mighty Impel to throw him 30 feet away from the danger.
Throw me to Flick. I have an awesome finisher planned.
Flick, go
okay,
long!
Then I'll throw him over here then. Right to the left of Flick.
Catch the Dragonborn. Crap. I got him.
I kind of imagine it as like Torque does like a one-handed swing with the Whelming Wrath, and then like as the momentum carries him, he fully just spins around, scoops up Dinar with his free hand, and then just like flings him. So sending him skidding along the ground more than an actual throw.
Welcome aboard, Skipper.
Flick, I got a plan.
See you in a
and then
minute.
I'll close in up close and personal for my second attack to strike against him.
Oh, we might not need my plan. I didn't realize you could still move.
Oh no, I got 40 feet of movement. I'm good to go, baby. 21, which I know hits now.
21 does indeed hit.
Is it going to be enough?
So that's 19 bludgeoning damage total.
So close.
All right.
A mighty blow, nonetheless. And hopefully I've taken up his full attention in this moment, so... smoke him if you got him, folks. That is my turn.
Flick and Dinar both have an opportunity here. I mean...
All right. First off,
Con save.
Paige and I are both going to voluntarily fail our saving throws to get pushed closer.
Okay. That's 15 feet.
15 feet. Beautiful. Then Paige is going to move 60 and action to help me.
Okay.
I will Misty Step Shma and then move Shma. And then I'm going to attack first with advantage on the old Shadow Blade. 18?
That will hit.
Beautiful. I'm going to dump all 4 of my Chaos Dice into this just to be sure.
Oh, man. Well, ow.
Good call. Good call.
I mean, I guess we don't know. He could have Death Ward or something.
All right. That was a good roll on the Chaos Dice. 2 6s.
Wow.
And then it rolled an 8 on your Psychic, too.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
upcast
that's was that 42 damage?
42 damage
Wow.
Jeez.
on my first hit.
And you rolled 2 6s on your Chaos Dice?
Yes. So that's 2 boons, or a boon at least, yeah.
So roll me
6s, no ones.
roll me 2 d20s, please. Separate.
Ho, 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 ho.
18 and 11.
Okay. So in the 18, you regain HP equal to half the amount of damage dealt on your attack.
I'm topped up.
You get 21 health. Nice.
Yep.
And with an 11, the next attack made against you that would hit becomes a miss instead.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Go Chaos.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
And sorry, how much damage was that again?
42 in total.
Yeah.
I feel like we might be done here.
That's
So,
that, my friends, is the difference between rolling a 13 with 66 and rolling a 31 with 66. Holy smokes.
exactly.
Wow.
The wind suddenly dies. And all goes quiet and still.
Na, 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 na.
And Tim Tuol and Gathan Kalgarden gives a flick as the aerial servants just vanish.
Yes.
Well, indeed, you, Torque, son of thunder, you and your companions are indeed mighty.
We've managed to make it this far somehow. Will you
showing
then
great
honor your
strength.
bargain? Have we proven ourselves acceptable and deserving of the Stormfather's boon?
I do believe that you have indeed.
And he calls the thunder again and returns you all to the dock.
Rapjuste, Kalu Kalay.
Gives himself, kind of shrinks back down to relatively small size. He's still big.
The Stormfather has heard your request for aid, and I will answer it. Talk.
Yes.
You were champion of Disfuna. Would you become the Stormfather's champion?
Given the circumstances, it seems only fitting. I would accept this title with great honor.
And his blessing will rest upon you as long as you serve him, so that you may know his presence and that others may know that you bring in the storm with you wherever you go. Tomorrow at dawn, look to the east. You will see your blessing come.
Very well. Thank you for your assistance in this, and be sure to pass our thanks along to your master as well.
Indeed. This was fun. I shall have to visit again. Perhaps the next time you call upon the Stormfather, I will be the herald that comes.
We
think
would
I'm
be
a little
sure
bit-
to welcome you as an honored guest.
But if I do say so myself, I think I'm a little bit more fun than Atuk. He's a little bit, serious and then, I'm a giant. Anyway, time to go. Fare thee well, son of thunder. Embrace the storm.
I will be sure to.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll break a sweat.
And the lightning.
Oh man, look at the damage he did to my dock and my body and my clothes.
The damage does appear to be superficial, and actually, as he leaves, the lightning, the scorching kind of like dissipates till it's gone.
Oh, does the scorching from the lightning dissipate from our bodies?
Yeah.
That's
You
the
are
real
unscathed.
question, isn't it?
We are unscathed?
Yep.
Hey.
Huzzah!
Sweet deal.
You're completely untouched, unscathed.
So all
No,
he did-
no spell spot slots spent. Anything.
Ooh.
It's as if none
Yeah,
of it
we
ever
get-
happened.
We basically just get a
Well,
lot
that's a relief.
It's a literal theater of the mind.
Hey!
Torque,
Yes.
you feel the crystalline growths on your skin crackling with static energy. Bit of a pulse kind of races through you as you can feel the lightning in your veins. There's a deep rumble within you. But rather than it being unsettling, it carries with it a sense of peace.
Interesting. I only wonder what the morning will bring.
No doubt. More adventure and mayhem.
Well, at this point, I've kind of learned that those are given. It's more the specifics that interest me at this point.
Yeah, I still don't even know what the heck we're trying to do.
Well, hopefully once we learn what this boon entails, it'll give us an idea of what we're capable of and where to start.
Yeah, like I just don't want this to go like it did for my cousin Carbuncle. So Carbuncle, he was the toughest goblin in the whole camp, right? Best bare knuckle boxer you ever seen. Can knock a guy out with one punch, barely breaks a sweat. So Carbuncle gets it in his head that he could even take on the overseers. We're not just talking the hobgoblins here. He sets his sights on the premium models, the ogres, right? Well, sure enough, next day, big nasty ones laying into us for whatever crap he says we got wrong that time. Carbuncle steps up and calls him out. Ogre looks at Carbuncle, looks him up and down, gets him around the ankles with his whip, and smashes his brains out against the side of the mountain. In this little parable, we are playing the role of Carbuncle, and Triscuits is the ogre. No matter how good we are at boxing or whatever, until we know what Triscuits can actually do to us, we stand a good chance of ending up like Carbuncle with our brains dashed against the proverbial mountain. This is what I'm driving at.
They're always so colorful.
Appreciate the meaning behind your story, and my condolences to Carbuncle, Flick, but at this point, I think the course has more or less been charted for us. On the plus side.
Or rather, the corpse.
On the plus side, we know that Triscades can be wounded. So, theoretically, he can be beaten.
Let's hope. Let's hope the boxing's what we need. That's all I'm saying.
The Torque, as a benefit of your allegiance to Gothos, to pledging to be his champion, having proven your wisdom, proving your worthiness. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with weapon attack, you can deal an extra 1d6 lightning or thunder damage to the target, your choice.
Oh.
You can use this trait a number of times equal to your strength modifier and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
That'll go really nicely with my Elemental Cleaver class ability, which I totally did not forget to apply to every single attack I made in that last fight.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been 6 weeks at least, so.
We are shaking off the rust here, folks.
Yeah. Essentially, extra 1d6 lightning or thunder, and you can use it a number of times equal to your strength modifier. You regain all spent uses after a long rest.
That's
that was
fancy.
1d6, you said?
Extra 1d6 lightning or thunder. You don't have to declare before your attack. You can just choose like as you make the attack, because basically you're channeling the storm.
It's sort of like Fury of the Small.
Yeah,
Only
and you get this.
Fury
You get
of-
the sense
Fury of the
that as your connection to Gothos increases, that ability will grow and possibly take on other forms and other possibilities as well.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Intriguing. Now I really have incentive to keep Torque alive.
Like
I mean, not that I didn't before, but
the three of
that
you
was-
looking at Torque, you can see there's always been that like electricity around him, like his eyes. You can see like this, almost like the storm behind them. There's like every now and then you just see like a flash of lightning. And you're like, did I see that? Was that there?
Torque,
Oh,
I must say your new look is simply electrifying.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
It is quite shocking, I know. Perhaps you could grasp it if I were to diagram it out for you.
I'm not even sure if that last one was a play on words.
Keep them guessing. That's the secret.
Like, what? Was there meaning in that? What?
Hey, Flick.
Yeah, Skipper.
I can't help but notice a bit of a theme with all of your family relative stories. Do all of your family relatives have something that has taught you a valuable lesson?
I mean, the ones that are worth telling, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, he just doesn't tell you the stories about Uncle Caruncle, who
I mean, yeah, like
Caruncle.
my cousin's sister, Sis,
who
right?
ended up stabbing his own eye with his fork.
Yeah,
I mean, that could still be a valuable lesson in a way.
yeah, it's really a lesson in table manners, and we have
That's right.
that. So when we get to the finishing school portion, then maybe I will.
Good old Uncle Caruncle.
All right.
We lost Evan.
Yeah. You broke himself with
I'm
that.
very tired. All right. Well, that was a fun little sojourn. You feel powered up, Torque? You feel like you're ready to punch a god?
I'm not sure, but I feel ready to try.
That's the spirit, little guy.
Yeah. Personally, I still think it might be worthwhile if this is what we're doing to get some knowledge and some books and stuff on this sort of thing. I mean, we're kind of flying blind here. I don't know about the rest of you.
Well, does knowledge of Triskades even exist in any books?
I don't know. Does knowledge of the Stormlord exist? Does knowledge of any of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're severely lacking in the information department.
I mean, even so, it sounds like we're not really in a position to be making specific requests of Gothos. I don't know what knowledge of his capabilities will help us with in advance. It seems more like we just need to wait for them to become self-evident.
Yeah, that would line up with most of the deity's work, I would imagine. Well, the only other option then would be to plan out our plan of attack. It seems to me like we may need to gather some sort of thing we can use to actually defeat this guy. I don't know what we could possibly refer to it as, but I think Flick had a cousin MacGuffin who had an interesting story about acquiring relics used to seal away horrible evils. Perhaps if we can, this is the thing, if we can find any information at all on Triskades and their whereabouts and their dealings, we might be able to find something that could give us some idea of a potential weakness. Because as it stands, I mean, I'm not saying that gathering the power of gods to fight him is a bad thing, but we also do know that, I mean, right now, if it's a fighting match between the gods and Triskades is up 1. So I don't know if gathering the powers of gods is going to be as useful as we may originally have thought. But he's got to have some sort of weakness. I mean, I still think we can exploit this whole Umbra situation, but that's a separate issue. Torque, do you feel any wiser?
My carbuncle, that's all I'm saying.
Good question. Does Torque feel wiser? Probably not, but
on mechanical terms, no. Theoretically, maybe.
You feel enlightened?
I would assume not, but it never hurts to ask these things.
You feel, well, I guess I mentioned like the presence, you feel peace of it to a certain extent.
That'll make it difficult to rage.
Not at all.
He's the evil
Learns
children
to
oil.
embrace
the
the
secret.
storm.
He's always.
Yeah, he's always angry. Yeah.
He's just always torque. That's all he needs.
Do we feel tired from that fight, or is it like a complete reset?
I mean,
Complete
some mental
reset.
exhaustion.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Well,
you
sure.
forget it, but
Physically, we're fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, does this seem like any time has passed? I don't know if we would be able to tell that. It's not like we were doing that for very long.
give me a nature check. Or just even more survival, I guess, for tracking time.
Yeah, like just based on the sun and everything.
Yeah.
12.
If any time has passed, negligible.
Yeah, like minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, being able to do that's pretty good. That could be helpful if we could. Yeah. Anyway, I'm on team finding more about this. Maybe tapping into some of our contacts in various organizations to see if they can unlock anything. We do know a couple of useful wizards who might have some useful books.
And if they don't know, they might even know who does know.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Other than that, there is always, just coming back to the keep and partying for a little bit.
At this point, Gaius has made his way down to the dock, just curious as to what was happening. And sees you all, the four of you kind of standing there.
We should maybe fudge the truth a bit on what just happened. Don't want anyone to become too alarmed or think that we're a bunch of gibbering madmen.
My lord and gentlemen,
Hi!
there was a storm that appeared, and now it's gone.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was some unusual weather.
There was a brief storm, passed over rather quickly. I just was coming to make sure that everything was okay. I thought I
Yes.
heard...
Yes, you see, I and my powers over the sea and sky have grown to such an extent that as the storm rolled in, I waved my hand into the sky and banished it from these isles.
Give me a deception check.
Frickin' lootly, I will do that.
Okay, Torque's line was going to be much more mundane.
18.
Kind of looks at you and just like,
As you say, my lord. Of course.
clearly doesn't buy it, but he's just like, all right, whatever.
Anyway,
And while he was doing that, the captain and the rest of us came out to inspect the damage to the dock as we thought it had been struck by lightning.
Follow-up deception check, please.
Yeah, you had to open your mouth. We had it.
Do I still have bardic inspiration?
I would assume so if no
Yeah,
time
sure.
has passed.
We're up to a D8 now, right?
Yes.
Cool. 13.
All right. Gives you the side eye as well, and he's like,
well,
I don't listen to him. He's one of them crazy religious nuts.
just trust that everything's in hand, that you have it all. So that's good. Right, I'll be going back to take care of the keep. My lord.
as he's walking, he kind of like looks, does that, like the looks over his shoulder, kind of shakes his head, and
He's a nice guy. I like him. Well, Captain.
Well, yes, this little incursion here interrupted my conversation with Captain Boone, so I should probably go and find him before he thinks that I've evaded capture, arrest, or just
Oh,
him.
yeah. You should probably go do that.
you did literally disappear.
So,
Just gone.
so Dinar will wander off to find Captain Boone.
And it's come to my attention. I should have just asked Gaius if there were any books in this place. I'm going to, if there's nothing else, run and catch up to him.
I was waiting for that. Very good.
Gaius, wait.
All right.
I don't know what Flick and Torque are doing.
I guess Torque will go back inside for lack of anything else to do. He probably has a lot of time to reflect on everything that has just transpired.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything special Flick wants to do in the moment?
There was that other goblin here. Promised
Yes.
some proper food, so I'm going to track him down and have a good.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes, Nubs Shin Splinter.
So as you all take to various conversations and activities, that is where we will wrap it up for this evening. It's a good spot to end.
Feels that way.
And we will pick it up back at the keep next time. So thank you all for joining us again, back for our Sea of Souls D&D 5e. And in case you missed it, we will be continuing our Pathfinder game. It will be once per month. Not starting right away though. We're working behind the scenes. We're going to kind of get our story going there, possibly do some character editing and things like that, backstories, all that kind of stuff. But stay tuned for that, especially if you really enjoyed that, which I did. It'll be a good time. So that will be coming. And Mike's got to make all the art for it and all that stuff. So we got to.
Oh, I guess that's true. It's not just the overlay, is it? I'm gonna have to draw all the dang characters. Oh, for crying out loud!
So we'll have, it'll be some time, but we'll be back with that for sure. So look forward to that. And otherwise, for those of you watching, if you're in the Canada where we are and it's snowing outside, be safe. Until next time, happy gaming. We'll see you later.
Yeah, stay safe out there, everybody.
Bye.